Hey guys, this is Jimmy from Primitive Best. I'm in my '66 Chevy C10 truck that y'all named Almond Joy. I've got electric fuel pump, so I'm letting the fuel get up here. It's been a long time since I started this truck, so it might take just a minute or two. But in the meantime, thought I'd talk to you for just a minute. Mrs. PIB is out in the cat eye truck doing something. I'm not sure. She bought something, but not sure what it is, and I think she's trying to surprise me or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in East Tennessee where we live. Nope, not yet. Still getting used to this seat, this used seat. I like this seat. Remember I had a black one in here? I like it pretty good. There we go. It's been a long time since I started this truck, and it's been several weeks, I guess, and it started up pretty quick. Let it warm up for just a minute, but at the same time, I don't want to put a bunch of exhaust fumes in the garage here. I'll pull it out here in just a minute, and I'll tell you what the video's about for today. Anyway, I'm still fooling around with the 1966 C10 truck Luke. That's my main objective, is to get stuff for Luke, and it's just like this truck. It's a factory short bed fleet side truck, just like this one, and been sitting in the woods at least 21 years. That was Brian, GM 1038 on YouTube. Check out his channel, GM 1038 on YouTube. His name is Brian, and he found a tag in the bed of the truck as he was cleaning it out. That's my wife, Miss PIB, and I bet it won't sit still. Let me put it in neutral. Why no? Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get my emergency brick. Y'all's probably laughing. This is off. You have to turn it on, because I like to have fun. Oh. It doesn't have an emergency brake because this truck is sitting on a 72 Chevy C10 truck frame. So one of these days, one of these times, when I can or whatever, I might get Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop or GM 1038. This is the original emergency brake. You know, you pull it, but I have no cables or nothing. So, and this is a 72 frame, so maybe they can rig up some kind of emergency brake pedal, you know, like you see on newer model stuff, but this is the way it was in 66. And 76, 86, 96, 2000. You know, this truck, and next year, this is 2025. I got the year right, 2025. And this truck's soon going to be 60 years old. I'm going to let it run for just a minute, just because I have not run it in a long time. Well, I'll show you around the truck real quick. I rattle can painted it. It's got a 92 Chevy 350 in it. Runs and drives great. All new brakes, brake lines, you know, fuel lines, everything, you know, mechanical. Disc brakes in the front, and pretty good little old truck. I'll show you what today's video is about. As I said, I've been working on trying to buy parts for my 66 C10 truck, Luke. So I got these. These parts are kind of expensive. This goes on this side. This is actually in better shape than what's on Almond Joy, actually. I got these on Marketplace, and I feel like I just kind of lucked up on them. I had to redo all these fins that you know, little lines that you see here. I done all that and redone this, and you know, scuffed it up where it looks patina style, but it's supposed to, you know, go like this. Yeah, this is in better shape actually than the one that's on here. But my buddy Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. Tim is on Facebook. If you type in Gas X Chop Shop, Axe is spelled A-X-E, Gas X Chop Shop. So yeah, so I got one for this, you know, one for this, and I like to. I bet I've waited 3 weeks for these to come through the mail. I don't know why. I got them from a guy in Alabama, and he mailed them on a Monday about 3 weeks ago. And to be honest with you, I was starting to doubt. I was having doubts if I was ever going to get them, but they showed up today. See what I mean about the red? I'll have to do all that black. But this is actually pretty nice, isn't it? But I have to do the same thing now. One of these might have been on the other side, but one of these had red in the, you know, what I'm calling fins, and I had to redo all that. See, there's black underneath it. I don't know why somebody done it red. Part of the letters on here are red, so I've got to redo all that black, every one of these lines again. But yeah, they're not in bad shape. It's got a little place there where the hose kind of watered out, but that's okay. It'll still hold it. It fits on here. Like this with the screws. So I mean, there's several screws here, and I think it'll look pretty good on Luke. Just kind of dress it up. I'll try to show you a picture of Luke maybe during the video, and I'll show some at the end of the video too, so you can see what truck I'm talking about. It's just like this one, only it's kind of blue patina style truck. And anyway, Luke is going to have these on it, but I'm not getting this trim for Luke like I did this one. Like I'm telling you, these two trucks are basically identical, except this one's on a 72 frame. But you know, I bought all this stuff just like I'm doing for Luke. I'm not buying this for Luke though. This stuff here is expensive. Man alive, it is cheap made. Brian GM1038 on YouTube. Please subscribe to his channel, GM1038. Every time he pulled it in, you know, to make it tight, it'd make a little indentation. And you'll see them, the little dents throughout the trim. This is brand new trim, but Brian called me and he said, you know, Jimmy said, this trim is so cheap made and so thin. He said, I can't do nothing about it. He said, I'm just going to buy you all new trim. And I said, Brian, don't do that. I said, this patina style truck, this is just great. See the little dents? But they don't make nothing good like they used to. But anyway, so yep. So now, also, in case you're new to the channel, I bought all this new for Luke too. All this, the taillight lens, the bezels, the chains. Let's see what else did I buy. I'm trying to look. New gas cap, new grommet, just like this truck. This. I didn't buy mirrors because I couldn't figure out if I was going to go with chrome mirrors or painted. I think because Luke has a white. I'll show you a picture right here. Okay, I think, like I said with Luke, I think I'm just gonna, because it's got a white grill, white bumpers, white rear bumper. I think I'm just going to have painted mirrors. I did buy new wipers and wiper arms. All this stuff is expensive, guys. It's all expensive. I bought new turn signal ends and bezels. And, oh, yeah. I can't have to remember anything anymore, guys. It's really scaring me. I bought all this new door seals. I bought new door rubber. And, yeah, it's a... You know, I'm just buying a little bit. As far as metal work for the floor and stuff, or whatever Luke may need, I have not bought it yet because we weren't sure if we was going to use a big back glass, which I'll insert a picture of it here. Not sure what we're going to do yet. Change the cab and put the big back glass cab on. I'm not sure what we're going to do. But in any case, we'll come up with a plan. Brian will. I told him to act like he likes the truck, and I started out saying act like it's your truck, but I was afraid he might push it off in a ditch. So yeah, I'm just trying to do things on a budget, you know, best I can on the cheap. But okay. Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, I'll go in here and get guess I'll get me a paint marker and start doing these lines. And then if I get out of line, I'll have to get something and, you know, clean up the lines like I did on these. My buddy Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop, these were the worst. The ones on this truck, on Almond Joy here, were the worst ones on eBay. The cheapest ones, because they looked horrible. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Jimmy, hey, there's a little bit of red right there. I just now seen that. You're probably thinking to yourself, Jimmy, they still look bad. Well, you should have seen them when I got them. But Tim put them on a buffing wheel. And I told Tim Dixon, like I said, he's on Facebook, Gas Axe Chop Shop. I said, don't do a real good job. Just kind of shine it up just a little. You know, just a little, if you don't mind. So he did. And, you know, he's got a buffing wheel and all that. And you have to be careful with this little thin aluminum because it'll twist. And next thing you know, you've hurt yourself. So, anyway, he done that for me, and you know, of course, I already done the lines and stuff like that and colored it in. So I'm going to do the same with this, and I'll get back with you in just a minute. Hang in there. Okay, guys, I'm out here on the porch, and I got me one of these paint markers that you can get at the Hobby Lobby, or I think that's where I got this, Hobby Lobby. Walmart, whatever, you know, anybody's got to paint. I see somebody's painted this red on purpose for some reason, but you can kind of see it's got a little bit of remnant of red right in here. It's not supposed to be. But that makes two now. Two sets I bought, you know, one for this Almond Joy and one for Luke here. And they've, you know, I've had one that was red and one that was black on each side. So I think that's kind of unusual. But, you know, I was trying to find the best ones for the cheap, you know what I mean? These things, some of these things on eBay and stuff like $200 and $300, you know, for two of these. And, you know, I can't pay that. I mean, I don't mind doing a little bit of work, and I don't have a show truck anyway. So, it's kind of hard to, hang on guys. Oh, okay. It's kind of hard to get that lid off. I had it crammed on there pretty good. Now, I'm just going to show you a little bit about what I'm doing, okay? Because I can't do this and hold the camera too. Come on. Now, I'll have to straighten it up and make it look like, I might have to go over this a couple of times. Anyway, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Doesn't act like it's got a lot in it. I'm going to have to shake it up or go get me a new one. I try to always keep a good black one and a good white one in my arsenal of paint markers. That looks terrible. I can't do nothing when I'm doing two jobs. I'm talking, trying to show y'all what I'm doing, and doing this too. That's quite a challenge for my brain. So hang in there, I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. But you see what I'm doing, it's pretty self-explanatory. Hang in there, guys. Yep, there goes my plane.
There's our plane flying by.
Had to go get another marker. This one went kaput on me, pretty much. So I got this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. I just thought I'd show you the difference as I'm going along here.
Did you already do? No.
Huh?
I was gonna say, did you already do the other one?
The other one? The other one's already black.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna brighten it up.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Kind of dull. Yeah. I'll do it if you don't want to do it.
Oh, my. Oh, Mrs. PLB. Oh, okay.
That's crazy. One's red and one's black.
That's the way it was on Almond Joy there. I don't understand that. Okay, I'm going to... Guess I'll do this. I'll have to get something and get off the excess. Kind of like coloring in a coloring book. I never was good at that either. These little parts right here are expensive. Anything nowadays is expensive. I don't know why. I don't know why I have to do this every time I get some, but I was happy to get this, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, at least you have some.
Yeah, at least I have some. See how much better that looks? And I have to do this on all my square body emblems and all this. Just have to repaint them. Now this was already like that, kind of scuffed up there, so I'll darken it in best that I can on a budget. Looks pretty good. I got to clean up around the edges a little bit, but that looks okay.
Looks good without my glasses.
Oh, good. Does it look like I got a head full of hair without your glasses?
Can't say that. That you do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll darken these in a little since you're...
Oh, yeah. See? Look at the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See?
I'm sure I'm glad I got a good boss that understands.
Didn't you want to use some metal polish before you did that?
No. It's got that coating on it, anodized aluminum, and the only thing that'll really clean it up on the cheap is some WD-40 on a paper towel. It'll make it shine.
For the day.
Yeah, for the day, but right now I'm just trying to make it look the best I can. Looks pretty good, huh?
Yep. Can tell the difference.
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I got them done. I'm going to let them dry a few minutes, and I'm going to kind of just go over a few places that I felt like maybe I got out of line a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to brighten them up a little bit, make them look the best I can. Easier to do now than it is when it's on the truck. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, and I'll get right back with you, okay? Hang in there with me, guys, all right? Okay, guys, I kind of got them colored in best I can. I'm letting them dry out here in the sun. I've got out of line a few spots, but all in all, it turned out pretty good. This one turned out better than this one. This is the one that had the red paint, and you might see a little bit here and there where whoever painted this before got out of line really bad. I was trying to cover it up. Then every time I try to go over it with a little bit of, what do I do with it? With a little bit of steel wool just kind of going in between, you know, the black had come off and they're ready to show up again. So I had having a lot of problems there. I'm going to have to let this dry, completely dry. But anyway, it's better than what it was. I got me a little bit of a WD-40 on a rag and went over all the aluminum. Remember, this is anodized, which means it has a coating on it if you're not familiar with it. And You know, it kind of, you know, it's a cheap shine without having to go through all the process of removing the anodized stuff off the aluminum here. Get away from me, waspers. Anyway, hang on a minute. Okay, maybe I can, I don't know if I can show you or not. I got a little bit on this. See the difference? Well, wait a minute. Hard to find a good spot. I'm talking about right here. See how it's shiny now? I got a little bit of WD-40 on this. See the difference, how it makes it shine? It's just temporary. First time it rains on it or whatever, or you wash it, it's going to be gone. But like I said, I've had a lot of 62 Chevys in my lifetime. Been really fortunate, you know, Impalas and Impala Super Sports, Biscaynes, Bel Airs, wagons, you know, just every kind of 62 you can imagine as far as full size goes. But anyway, this is how I used to do my tail lights, you know, and the grill and all that. Well, I can't show you anymore. It's too hard to hold. But anyway, you get the gist of it. So anyway, does it really matter? Anyway, I'm going to let that dry. I guess I'll let it dry overnight. It's starting to get kind of late, and Mrs. PIB is gone. She went to go walking with her friends, and she'll be wanting to come back and get a shower, and I need to get a shower as well. Seems like anymore when I get started playing with an old truck, it's always the latter part of the day, and it's kind of hard for me to, you know, time you run errands. And like today, went to the grocery store, went and ate lunch with Tim Dixon. That's always a treat. He's a hoot to hang around. Remember, he's on Facebook. If you type in Gas Axe Chop Shop, he does metal work. Tim can do everything. He's a master at everything he does, especially welding. Tim done all the welding on this truck, you know. And like I said, when it comes to my stuff, I'm a little bit different than most people. I like weld scars, and you know, I don't cover nothing up. You know, this is all weld scars here. Tim patched all this. Somebody had put fiberglass or Bondo here. Tim cut all that out, put new metal in. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's new metal. There's scars. I like weld scars. It tells a story. And Tim fixed all in here, you know, all the bad places the floor had in it, you know, especially the same old spots, you know, right in here. On the other side, you know, there's a lot of metal work. But at the same time, like I said lots of times, this truck is in exceptionally good shape, and so is Luke when it comes to being up here where they generally rust up under the visors here. I'd like to get some new visors one of these days, but I'm just glad to have the truck. I'm glad to have the visors. Where else? Oh yeah, and up in here, you know, they're bad to rust up in here. This one's solid, and that's because it stayed the biggest part of its life in a garage. I mean, I'll say this one more time. This old truck, when I bought it from a friend of mine. Here's the story. Okay, Charlie, that's Brian's dad, GM 1038. That's Charlie is Brian's dad, his father. Charlie bought it from a guy that his cousin, a guy he knows, you know, his cousin, and he had it in his garage for 17 years and didn't do nothing with it, you know. And I understand, and he decided to sell it because he hadn't done nothing with it. And I get it. You know, you hate to see something set for such a long time. Well, the guy before him had it in his garage for I don't know how many years. So there's no telling how long this truck is just set, you know, in a garage or a carport, whatever. And at least 17 years in that one. And he's a friend of mine too, by the way, the guy that had it in his garage for 17 years. And real good guy, and I like him. We're friends. And but I didn't know he had this truck. But anyway, so it's set in a garage most of its life, and I believe that's what saved it as far as typical places this truck had rust. They generally have rust. These right here, I mean, every time you see one of these model trucks, you better look right here because that's the first place they rust out. But Tim patched the rockers. You know, Tim done an excellent job on welding. Look at that stupid. Get out of here, freak. Talking to the bug. Talking to a bug. Yeah, I talk to everything. Anyway, let me set these to the side, and I'd want to let them dry overnight, I guess, because I need to get a shower here in just a minute, and I thought just for kicks, just for giggles, real quick, I might just drive it around the block just because I haven't drove it in such a long time. I try to drive them at least around the block a time or two before I put them back up, just because, guys, I don't know where the day goes. Honestly, I do not. It just, time just flies by, and my wife and I have been busy all day running errands, and, you know, like I said, going to the grocery store, and just every little thing. So luckily, though, we bought some eggs a while ago, and man, you just about have to be rich to have eggs. The price of eggs, I mean. I was going to try to scoot this back if I can, but no, I think I got it. Let me just do this. Easier on me with my bad knee. I'll back this up a minute. If I didn't tell you, I'm afraid we're going to have to make Luke a automatic, because Brian seems to think it'd be much easier, not just on cost wise and all that. And he said the transmission, best I can understand, the transmission is leaking. It's just like this truck. If you've seen this truck, then you've seen Luke. This truck's dirty, but oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. I've got to take my little brick off here. That reminds me to disconnect the battery. There we go. Hope y'all don't mind riding with me. It's just a real quick trip around the block. Real quick. Set it back there. Okay. I remember this is a 3 on the tree, so it might take me a little bit to drive this and shift gears too, you know. I just thought it'd be good just to move it around just a little bit before my wife gets back. This truck ain't no speed demon or nothing, but it sure does run good. It's a good truck. Doesn't leak anything, nothing. It's just a good truck. If Luke turns out anywhere as close to this one, it'll be a good truck. Just gotta go through a whole lot to get it to that point. Like I said, I'll try to show some pictures of it at the end of the video if you might be interested in seeing it. I don't know why, but I'm just real excited about Luke. Gives you something to look forward to, you know. That's that thing rattling. I keep meaning to put a napkin or something in there, and I keep forgetting. Back to second gear. Looks so much better with the plants on the outside on the porch. I think. I'll go around once more. I'm going to try to get all this stuff squared away and put this truck back up in the garage. What a beautiful day the Lord has made. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm so looking forward to warm weather. Finally, if we can get over this pollen stuff, won't that be great? Yeah. Hope y'all enjoy riding around with me for just a moment. I wish I could afford to get that trim for Luke on the sides like I was showing you earlier in the video, but man, you're talking about expensive. It is expensive, and maybe one of these days I might put it on, I don't know. I have a lot of plans for Luke and the 1980 that's over at GM 1038s as well, so okay. I'm trying to remember to get a napkin for that thing. It's driving me nuts. Okay, guys, appreciate y'all riding with me here in old Almond Joy here. Sure is a good truck. Like I said, Luke is just the same truck as this. You know, just like it, just blue. And Luke was the man Luke. His name is Luther. The man Luke, called him Luke. That's my wife named the truck Luke after Luther, the guy that owned the truck, and he worked for RC Bottling, so maybe, you know, Royal Crown, RC Bottling, y'all know that, I guess. I might try to make me some kind of emblem or something there. I don't know. There's plenty of time, and that's a long ways off, but, you know, sometimes I lay in the bed and I think, well, you know, I'd like to do this or do that, you know. Anyway, I just lay in the bed thinking about stuff like that, but whereas this one is, you know, chrome. Luke is a white grill, white bumpers, front and back. So, going to be a little bit different, but, you know, at the same time the same. Still got the emblem here, the C10 emblem there. Luke does. This truck didn't have any of this, didn't have this, didn't have these mirrors, didn't have this, didn't have this. I mean, it's plain Jane, just like Luke is. But Luke does have this, so I thought that's kind of odd. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Jimmy. I know y'all's heard that story a bunch, and I need to clean up, put this stuff up, and disconnect the battery, do all kinds of stuff. Grab me a shower before my wife gets back. Y'all have a blessed day today. Thank you so much for watching. It's a beautiful day that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and God the Father have made for us. I thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes. I know it's probably a boring video, but I'm just trying to kind of document everything that I'm doing for Luke, just like I did this one and all my other trucks. I try to make a video of every little thing, so just to have on record, you know, if somebody one of these days, which they will go to new homes one day, as they always do, and then I'll come up with something else further down the road. But we'll just see what happens. Right now I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun with Luke, and the 1980, I'm kind of looking forward to it too. Anyway, don't forget I'm on Facebook, Primer is Best, Instagram, Primer is Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Facebook, Man on a Budget as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and be sure to say a kind word to somebody. Watch your tongue, meaning watch what you say. Watch what you say to folks. That's so important. And you know, it means you might make somebody's whole day just by saying a kind word. A kind word goes a long way. So yeah, try to do the best you can on everything that you do. And remember that Jesus Christ and God the Father are in charge, and they're, you know, we've got to do good. You know, Jesus Christ died for us, washed away our sins. Let's do the best we can. Okay. God bless y'all. Catch you in the next one. Please give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate you liking and subscribing. Let me know what you think. God bless you. See y'all later.